She was just a young woman, living alone in a busy city where the noise of cars and crowded streets often drowned out the silence of her empty apartment. Every day felt the same: work, home, sleep, repeat. Something was missing. One afternoon, she walked into a small shelter and saw him, a brown Labrador with kind eyes and a wagging tail. The moment their eyes met, she felt something shift. She brought him home and named him Bruno. From that day on, Bruno followed her everywhere, his paws clicking on the floor as he trotted behind her, his head resting on her lap during quiet evenings. Months later, fate brought her another surprise. She found a black and white border collie abandoned on the streets. She couldn't leave her there. Bringing Luna home felt like completing a puzzle. Suddenly, her life wasn't empty anymore. She wasn't alone. She had a family. Life with Bruno and Luna quickly transformed her world. Every morning, instead of waking up to silence, she woke up to wagging tails and excited barks. Bruno, calm and steady, would nudge her gently, while Luna, full of energy, would jump around, eager to start the day. Walks became adventures. Bruno would stay close, always protective, while Luna would run ahead, chasing butterflies and leaves, making her laugh in ways she hadn't laughed in years. Neighbors began to notice her smile, brighter than before, and often stopped to greet the three of them. At home, evenings were filled with warmth. While she cooked, Bruno sat quietly by her side, and Luna played with old socks, turning even ordinary moments into joy. For the first time in a long time, she felt peace. It wasn't just companionship. It was love, simple, pure, and unconditional. One rainy afternoon, she returned home later than usual. As she opened the door, Bruno and Luna were waiting, Bruno sitting patiently, Luna bouncing with excitement. Their joy made her forget the long day instantly. That night, as the storm grew louder, she noticed something remarkable. Bruno stayed alert, lying near the window, his ears tuned to every sound outside as if guarding the house. Luna, sensing her unease, pressed against her legs, her warmth calming her heart. It was then she realized these dogs weren't just pets. They were protectors, healers, and family. The storm raged on, but inside her small home there was only safety and comfort. For the first time in years, she fell asleep listening not to the rain, but to the steady rhythm of two loyal companions breathing peacefully beside her. Weeks passed, and her bond with Bruno and Luna only grew stronger. Every morning, they greeted her with wagging tails, turning ordinary days into small celebrations. One morning, as she prepared to leave for work, Luna refused to move from the door. She barked softly, almost pleading. Bruno stood beside her, unusually tense. Curious, she delayed her departure, and minutes later, news spread of a serious accident on the road she usually took. She froze, realizing her dogs had sensed danger long before she could. With tears in her eyes, she hugged them tightly, whispering "thank you" over and over. From that moment, she trusted not only their love, but also their instincts. They were no longer simply her pets. They were her guides, her protectors, and perhaps the reason she was still alive. Over the years, the woman, Bruno, and Luna became inseparable. The evenings that were once lonely filled with warmth, laughter, and the gentle comfort of silent paws resting by her side. As Bruno aged, he slowed his steps, his muzzle turned gray, but his eyes never stopped shining with love. On the day of his last moments, Luna nestled close to him, and the woman held him in her arms, whispering, "You saved me more than once, my friend." Although her heart ached, she knew Bruno's spirit lived in every moment of loyalty, in Luna's gentle watchfulness, and in the courage they both had given her. Since then, she shares their story with anyone who wants to listen, reminding the world of a simple truth. Dogs don't just share our homes. They save our lives and change our hearts forever.